Let's just try. Oh yeah, it's working. It was pretending not to work then, but it is working. So good morning, everybody. Hello, I'm Claire Louise, hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe for this week. Well, the first one this week anyway. Monday, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I had a good weekend. I got lots done this weekend. Had a good time. Did you? Let me know. So I'm going to be doing some mini reads in this show today. For those of you that have already pre-booked, I'll be doing those straight away. For any of you that are coming along live, you can book in at any point during this show and I'll do those mini reads for you. There is a link in the live chat for those mini reads, one question reading. Now, I'm also going to be channeling for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine as well, Twin Flames, so we do that live read too. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. The mini reads that have been pre-booked, we have, first of all, Linda. Hello, Linda. Hey, Maria. Linda in Australia. Linda asks, am I on the right path, healing, trying to be a better person, Mum? Yes, of course you are. I don't even need to pull the crystal out for that. Morning, Sarah. How is everybody? Did you have a good weekend? Are you on track? Yes. No matter where we are on the track, we're always on track kind of thing. Hey, Lynn. So let's get some cards out for you though, Linda, and get you moving along that track. Hey, let's shut that up. Linda. Healing, trying to be a better person, Mum, all of that stuff. So, interesting. So your higher self is talking about your intuition with this and decisions that you need to make in your life, and you're needing to trust your intuition more rather than other people's advice or even readings, you know. What I always say is, when I do readings for people and ask me questions, you already know, you do already know the answers, but you want me to give confirmation in that. And a lot of the time, especially the more readings people get, sometimes, you know, people will get readings for a couple of years with me, a lot of them, like personal private readings. And usually after about a couple of years, then they're really, really on point with their intuition. They start really trusting it because they already know these things, right? And I can tell by the questions that come into the readings as well. The questions are more, I'm thinking of this, I'm feeling like it's this, is that right, you know, rather than I don't know what to do, is it left or right? I'm feeling that I'm turning right, is that right, you know? And so, yeah, you can trust your intuition, especially around your decisions, So, trusting yourself, and you've got to remember as well, like I said, we're always on track because our higher selves and our guides, they never abandon us, you know, for making a wrong decision. They're always helping us with that. So trust your intuition more. Okay, so there's things to clear, especially around feeling nervous is what I'm feeling, around risk taking. So I'm feeling like a nervous kind of thing has you backing off from actually acting on those decisions. So making a decision, questioning your intuition on that decision, and then if you do make the decision and trust your intuition, then you come across this fear that has you pulling back from taking the risk to actually take action on that decision. Now, there's something to clear here, so this is part of your healing. Let's see what it is. Shame, okay. Directing to the point. So it's shame. It's shame about things that you've done in the past when and other people have judged you for that. You know, if something didn't work out in the, you know, calling you a failure or something like that, and it's caused you a lot of pain. And so that's the sticking point. So take a look back in that at the past. They weren't right to shame you in that. When people shame other people for what they are doing or they aren't doing, it's about the person that's doing the shaming. It's about what it brings up for them. Do you know what I mean? So say if I'm a compulsive liar and I hear someone else lying and I'm pretending that I'm not a liar, I hear someone else lying, I'm going to be really, really hard on them kind of thing, yeah? So it's always about the person that's doing the judging. So some work to do around there. But you're on the track, Linda. You're doing a good job. Next up, oh, I shouldn't have deleted that. Why do I always do that? I click delete when I've done it, and I don't want to do that because I need to send you an email. Let me try and find it. Darn it. Oh, I have so many emails. I get so many emails. Junk and all kinds of things. Just put your email address out on a website and you get a ridiculous amount of junk mail, you know. I just need to find this email, sorry. How can I stop myself from clicking delete when I do that? Okay, I don't think it's in that folder. Doesn't help that I've got a million folders, email addresses. No, 3. 3 to be precise. I bought a load of books because they were on sale. It's not in there. Oh, I'll have to find it later. Okay, so sorry about that, everybody. Laura's up next. Hello, Laura. What should your focus be right now? Laura's asked a different question. And she's commented slightly different than my high self-guidance for today. What should your focus be on right now? Focus. Okay. Good question. Laura. Okay, the path to success, Laura, is in nurturing yourself more. It feels so wrong, right? But I know in business it's true. You think that the path to success is like working more, putting more hours in, doing more and more. The actual path to success is taking care of yourself more and taking a step back from it. And the more we care for ourselves, the less we are prepared to do for success, the smarter we get. You know, we work smarter, not harder. That's what it does. When we start respecting ourselves and nurturing ourselves and loving ourselves more, and just not willing to wear ourselves out for success, we get more successful. Because the smarter work comes through. Yeah. So that's your focus. That's your path to success. It's everyone's path to success. And like I say, it feels so backward because we've got a world telling us like, work hard, work longer, and you know, just do more. And that's what's going to give you success. And you'll see that that's not true. You'll see, like there's every evidence of it not being true. You had a busy weekend, Sarah. Hello, Lynn. I had a busy weekend too. I didn't go out. Well, I didn't go out. I did a lot of things this weekend. It was good. So that's the pre-booked ones. If anyone else wants a mini read, then book yourself in. Here's the link for it, all you guys that are live. And let's get into the twin flame reading. So, guys, what do you want to do today? It's really blustery out there, stormy. Unfortunately, one of the dive boats, I don't know what happened. It came off its mooring on Thursday, Friday, I don't know. I think Thursday night, and went out to sea and then got smashed up, and it's all been washed up on the beach. There's bits of it everywhere. It's such a shame. So there's a big clear up going on in this beach, but yeah, it's really icky weather at the moment. I mean, it's still warm, it's still nice. It's not nice to be out there. I went for a walk this morning. I was out just before the sun was coming up on the beach. I'm not dividing it up into masculine and feminine this time. It's a general twin flame reading, so let's have a look. We've got strength coming out, strength and courage, somebody needing to take a risk, be strong. 7 of Pentacles, we're talking about investing in something here. Let's get more cards out and see what the story is. The Eight of Cups. That's leaving behind something else, something that you're emotionally attached to, in order to invest in something new. Now, there could be things coming up. We had that full moon yesterday, right? There could be things coming up at the moment to let go of. You might have reminders of things that happened perhaps years ago that annoyed you. And as it gets brought up again, things that you've perhaps forgotten about for a long time, as it comes up again, it starts annoying you again. And you start thinking of those things again. These things are coming up at the moment for release, for us to... See, if we've still got a problem with something, if it's still annoying us, it means that there's a self-judgment going on there. Like I said in those mini reads, if we don't have something in ourselves, then we don't judge it in other people, and it doesn't annoy us in other people or in stuff that's happened. So there's emotional attachments, and I'm getting annoyance. Emotional attachments coming in the form of annoyance from the past to let go of. And that will allow you to move forward. Now, we could be talking about romantic relationships where people have crossed you, betrayed you, that kind of thing. It could be, very well be that. But it doesn't have to be. It could be other stuff too. Five of Pentacles. Had you walking a path alone? An annoyance had you walking a path alone, had you closed down, had you deciding to be by yourself, deciding to be independent. So we're talking to both masculine and feminine this time, this reading. Okay, so something shut us down. And that's why it takes strength and courage to take a risk to invest in something new now. In order to do that, it's not just about forcing the courage, forcing ourselves past that reluctance. It's about releasing the stuff from the past that had us walking alone, preferring to be alone. The initial decision to walk alone. It's that one. The Chariot pulled in two directions about long-term commitments. So what it's saying is our energy is divided at the moment because of past stuff that we haven't yet let go of and healed. So that's what we're getting into today. Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups. So even though you're really attractive right now, you've got like the law of attraction stuff, your energy is out there, you're attracting what you want, you're very clear on what you want and you're attracting it in. Four of Cups. You're going to be disappointed because you've got dual energy right now. There's a bit of push energy and a lot of pull energy. Okay. So we're talking about healing, which is my forte. Let's move all of this up. Okay. Well, let's get into the Book of Shadows Tarot then. Probably the Starchild Tarot as well today, I think. Don't often use it, but sometimes it's just the day for it. What was that noise? Okay. So tell us more about this letting go that we need to do. Please, guides. These. First out is omens. So signs. The black cat, the lightning. Signs and things coming up to remind you of stuff from the past. That's what I was getting around this full moon. Things coming up. No problem, Linda. Omens. Let's read it. So that can be like, it's not so much synchronicities as things that remind you, reminding you of the past. There it is. Warnings, traumas, disasters. They do happen. We may not understand why, but we're sometimes given a warning. Okay. So this is about when we say that something is a sudden or an unexpected event, like we pretend when a relationship goes wrong, it's like that we're blindsided by it, like it just happened, like there were no signs and all of that. And it's the lie, that's us lying to ourselves. There were signs. Yeah, we might have ignored them. We might have been nice. We might have been a people pleaser and ignored those signs, but there were the signs there. That we chose to ignore them was our decision. And so sometimes our ego, we want to be right. Instead, we're like, no, I was blindsided. There were no signs there. It just came out of the blue. That's the ego, right? And that doesn't help us move on. What helps us move on is taking responsibility for it. Like, okay, there must have been signs there. So what was I ignoring? And when we ask ourselves those questions, and we are like completely honest about it, going, yeah, there were signs there, and I could have shut it down before, and I could have not got into that relationship in the first place when I saw those signs, or finished it at that point, but I made the decision not to for whatever reason. Like sometimes it's a good thing to invest in relationships, right? To give people second chances, to overlook some red flags and take it a little bit further and see if it's something worth investing in. So it's not, it's not for us to turn around and go, I should never have done that. I should never have chosen that person. This is the kind of reading you see people stuck, and especially like people that have had relationships with narcissists, people can get stuck in that. Being aware of narcissism, that stage of like pointing the finger at everyone being narcissists and, hating on narcissists kind of thing, never moving on from that, getting to the point of, okay, so what was it in me that was susceptible to the narcissist? Why did I ignore the signs? Why was I susceptible to love bombing? What does that say about me? What need was within me that responded to this kind of person, with that kind of behavior and all of that? It gives us the power when we look at stuff like that. And then we can see, well, I would never get into that situation again because I'd do things differently. If we can work back through it, like what would I do knowing what I know now? That gives us the power, right? Then we've got the Four of Air. And suddenly I don't remember what this card is about. Feels like the same energy to me. Signs. Omens, it is. They're both called the same. Utilising omens does not take much effort on our part. We usually don't even need to be paying particular attention, as omens are often glaring, obvious. Oh, it's those things that everyone else sees, right? Your friends and your family. While you're busy standing up for the person, defending them, and everyone else can see it. The answers are right in front of our eyes. It's just so important to be present and impartial about people, not rose-tinted glasses, throwing those off, not being hypercritical either. Not looking out with critical eyes, but not looking out with the opposite of critical eyes, with optimistic eyes either. It's been real about people. Then we've got the Nine of Air. The Nine of Air. Sometimes my fingerprint doesn't work anymore. A lot. I just need to check something. Okay, the Nine of Air is about, no, that's the Eight of Air. The Nine of Air is about runes. Okay. Runes. The Nine of Air is a bittersweet card, for it promises great wisdom, but the way to that wisdom includes suffering and sacrifice. Wisdom is not a right we're guaranteed, it's a reward, something earned. So it's just what I've been saying. We get the wisdom through going through those crappy things, those crappy relationships, and then we learn. Mother of Fire. Then the Mother of Fire came out, and that feels like it's reclaiming our passion, reclaiming that fire energy, passion energy again. Nurturing that within us, the gift of fire, helping your life to grow, bringing that passion back. This reading is saying that we've been jaded by these things and ended up closing down and going the independent route. And it wants us to bring our passion back by doing a little bit more healing on the stuff in the past. What's gone on in the past. I went on a date yesterday. It was a beach walk date. Nice guy. Got on very well with him. Very well with him. But the attraction, it's obviously there on his part. He's very keen, but not for me. I would be settling. So, I don't know if I can make him a friend or whether that's going to be too difficult. Then we've got the Mother of Water. Bring down the rains, bring on the emotions. Okay, I'm ready for more. I am kind of braced, thinking it's going to be more lessons. Acutely aware of the lessons that I've been through in the past and how much wisdom I've got from that. And I'm like, universe, do I really need more wisdom? Can't I have a nice relationship now? That kind of thing. So we need to be ready, not just to bring on the passion, but like bring on the emotional stuff, the tricky stuff. Bring down the rains. Looks like it's going to rain today, but the sun's trying to come out now. Looks like I didn't get changed, hey, from Friday's show. But after I finished work on Friday, I took these clothes off and I put them on the thing. And ever since, I've just been wearing my bikini or sports gear. I think I haven't worn anything else. My bikini or sports gear. Good weekend. Bikini and my denim shorts over the top for walking on the beach. The Ten of Air, the Tarot. This is all about there's fate, yeah? There is fate. The universe is trying to guide us toward our growth and all of that kind of thing, and the things that are right for us. Where we're meant to be, the path. But free will. There's the free will too. We get to choose, and yeah, it's that mixture of the two. I saw a funny meme this morning. It said, oh, what was it? I need to find it. It's funny. It was in this one by Tass. It's my friend. Oh, I think she put it in this group anyway. Here we go. God grant me Buddhism to accept the things I cannot change, Abraham Hicks to change the things that can, and Tarot to know the difference. I'll say that again. God, grant me the Buddhism to accept things I cannot change, Abraham Hicks to change the things I can, and Tarot to know the difference. How fun is that? But this card's reminding me of it because this is what it's saying. It's like, grant me the wisdom to know what is my choice, what is fate, and you know when to apply each. That card talks about Tarot helping us to do that. that meme does too. Oh, Taurus going to the pool. The Maiden of Air. Don't remember what she's about. Maiden of Air. She shares a song with the creatures of the air. She encourages intuitive, spontaneous, and joyful communication. Well, I've got a lot of that going on. The reason I went on a date was it on Friday? No, it's on Saturday. On Saturday, I was chatting to this guy on Tinder, and before I was chatting to him, I'd gone through, like, it's been a long time since I've been on there, and so there's a lot of people for me to browse, and I swiped left on one of them, and then like 5 of them went swipe left, like it went through a load of them without me touching the screen. And I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to look at those ones. And so I thought, and there was somebody in my matches that I couldn't get rid of as well. It was like, kept on coming up with an app error. It just wasn't working properly for me. So I thought, I'm going to start again. I'm going to delete the app and I'm going to start again. So the guy, it's like fresh energy. The guy that I was chatting to, so I sent him a message saying, I'm going to delete the app and start again. So I'll see you when we match again. And waited until he replied to that to do it. So he's like, okay, see you on the other side. And so I did that, and yeah, so saw a whole new, saw everybody again on there, and got to do it afresh. And now I'm talking, there's so many of them, like 6 or 7 guys that I'm talking to at the moment. One leading to that date, another 2 on another island, but one of them I really like, and on the island that I was on last week too, really close to where I was staying too. Such a shame that I didn't do that before. I could have met up with him. And another one as well who's an Olympian, who retired professional sportsman, who's got a resort on that island too. Discus thrower. Interesting. And yeah, it's been really nice. It's been really nice chatting to a whole load of new guys. That's what I've been doing this weekend. So, encourages spontaneous communication. That's why I bring that up. Oh, shoulders. I Ching. The answer is in the question is in the answer. What you're looking for is in your question. Okay. Oops. So what we're looking for. If I asked you, what are you looking for in a relationship? You're going to tell me. What you're going to tell me, I mean your Cliff Notes version, your small 3-liner version of that you're looking for. In what you tell me, there is a key to perhaps the healing that needs to be done. So, say I ask somebody, what are you looking for in a relationship? And I see this on Tinder. I swipe left on these guys that say it. They have the bio, and it says something like, I don't want gold diggers, or if you've got problems and exes and baggage and all of that, swipe left. And it's like they're putting all the baggage up there to see. It's like this person's still got problems. They haven't healed themselves, haven't dealt with that stuff yet. And in the same way, when we like, what kind of a person do you want? Someone that's going to be true to me and loyal. So there can be something in that, of the disloyalty and the cheating and things like that. So when you ask yourself what you're looking for in a partner, really pay attention to what it is you're asking for, because this is saying that the answer lies in your question, the way that you word it and what you're looking for. There's the clues of what you've got to heal in that. What am I looking for? Someone just like me. Someone stronger than me. This guy's got to be stronger than me. Seriously. Anyway, the elemental of earth. So the universe is bringing some earthy energy into this. It's like, let's bring it down to the 3D level. Why did I want to say 5D? The elemental of earth. It's like when people ask, what planet is it that's making me feel like this at the moment? It's like, it's Earth. Planet Earth. That's what's making you feel like that. The element of Earth is a sure sign of prosperity, abundance, and manifestation. The energy surrounding and filling the situation is solid and stable. This bodes well for completing any task, but take care to keep other energy flowing, or the whole situation could collapse in a pile of stagnation. I'm not getting any of that energy. I'm getting that the elemental of Earth is saying it's time to look not at the spiritual level, but on the earthy level of the decisions that we're making and what we're asking for, and how we're actually physically relating to people and communicating with people, how we're relating. That's the stuff that needs to be looked at the moment. Okay. I don't want miserable ladies today. I want Starchild Tarot. Because we're talking about healing and we're talking about stuff like that. We've got the Lovers out first. And the Knight of Crystals. Here's the slow one. The Lovers. I'm going to read it all out because this book is amazing. What number's the Lovers? 6. Is it? No. Doesn't feel right. Yes, it is. Okay. The Lovers. An important relationship may be present in your life or near future. This could include a deep platonic friendship or romantic love. It's the establishment of mutual respect and adoration that exists between two individuals, not just one, as they honor and share personal beliefs and life values. It may also be the self-realization of what is truly meaningful and spiritual through experiencing one another, mind, body, and spirit. This strong and loving support gives you the safety and freedom to share your thoughts and feelings with this person. You know, one of the conversations that I've had with an Italian chef who owns a restaurant on the other island. He was talking, and he instigated this conversation, not me. He was talking about the lack of quality women to date. And I said, I'm experiencing the same too. There's a lack of quality men to date. And he was saying, like, you just can't go there. You just can't go there with the other ones. And it's like, yeah, you know, there's these signs that the divine masculine, that guys are headed into the divine masculine energy now. He's really nice. He's my favorite at the moment amongst the ones I'm talking to. He's fun. He's cheeky. He knows what he wants. Anyway, we'll see. And he keeps in touch as well. This strong and loving support gives you the safety and freedom to share your thoughts and feelings with this person. The choices you make, however, may greatly affect your future. So it's important to also think them through on an individual level. Remember to mutually honor and celebrate your life paths. This will in turn bring strength back into your relationships time and time again. What's my perception of true love? Am I ready to open up Am I ready and open to receive love in abundance? Yes, but not just from anybody. And it's a shame when you meet a nice guy and they think you're great, but you just know that they're not the one for you. I don't have the same level of adoration, and I know not to get myself into something like that, because I'm only going to disappoint him in the end. It's not going to last. I won't last in it. Knight of Crystals. Here we go, the Knight of Crystals. It's time to take action. If the task ahead seems tedious or daunting, it's still important to remain focused and follow through with any plans or commitments you've made. Once you get through this, you'll feel a renewed sense of accomplishment. This should be the driving force behind your actions at this time. Think of the payoff. It's an extremely loyal and responsible person. The Knight of Crystals will always follow through with their promises and plans. They're extremely patient, level-headed, and can think diligently in any situation. The Knight of Crystals may not be the most adventurous type, but they make loving and devoted friends and partners. They can, however, be overly cautious or conservative in their views, which may sometimes make them seem inflexible to others. It's time to take some action with relationships. Ten of Crystals. The happily ever after, the building something together card. Let's read it with more coffee. You're all very quiet this morning. You're sleepy from the weekend. I did some hard workouts. It was supposed to be my day of rest yesterday, and it kind of was, but I went on my walking date in the morning, and then I went to Muay Thai training in the afternoon, just because it was pad work day. And anyway, I'm not going to have a rest today. I'm going to go to CrossFit. 10 of Crystals. But I had some hard workouts. Morning, Mandy. 10 of Crystals. This is a card of stability and completion. After all of your hard work, you will experience a state of security and lasting abundance. You've built a strong foundation upon which you can rest and reap the benefits of everything you've worked toward. I'm getting like an importance about decisions of who to get into a relationship with at the moment, and it's always important, but make sure that you make decisions based on what you've already learned. Don't go into the same potholes that you've been in before. You built a strong foundation in yourself upon which you can rest and reap the benefits of everything you've worked toward. It's an indication of many blessings with your home, family, and future endeavours. Take this time to experience the freedom you've created for yourself. Enjoy life's simple pleasures, but don't forget to be generous with the knowledge or wealth you've gained. Still here, Sarah? That's good to know. So we're talking about long-term stuff. We're talking about solid foundations in ourselves and recognizing when we've got a solid foundation with someone else. And we can only do that when we know ourselves. You know, until we know ourselves and love ourselves, we choose opposites. We choose people that are like, oh, they've got an interesting energy. I don't have that energy. I might like to be in a relationship with them. Or we choose someone that's kind of beneath us and we think, I can help them. I can help them to be better. I can help them to be better like me. I can change them, and that's not ideal, right? That's when we get into codependency. Or, yeah, they're unhealed, same thing, they're unhealed. I can help them heal, and then they'll be a great person when they're that person that I want them to be, when they're like me, instead of choosing someone that's like us. And when we love ourselves and appreciate ourselves, we're going to choose someone that's just like us. Like attracts like, right? Not opposites attracting. That's why you see like some of the best guys, you see them with like the worst women, and vice versa too. Some of the best women, they're with the worst guys. Like, what are you doing? But it makes sense. It's what people do before they know and love themselves properly. The Six of Crystals. The card of reciprocation. I don't know if you heard that, but my shoulder just cracked. Six of Crystals. I went for a massage yesterday. Oh, she missed me, she said. Because after I've smacked my ribs, after that food poisoning, and I lost consciousness and smacked my ribs on the coffee table, side of the coffee table. I couldn't have a massage for a few weeks because there's no way I could lay on my front and have someone pushing me from behind. That just would have hurt my ribs too much. Anyway, she missed me. She started falling off the island. Falling off the face of the planet, just falling off the island. Six of Crystals. Six of Crystals indicates a state of balance and abundance in your life. You recognize the value of your relationships, spirituality, and the mutual benefit of loving support of others. This is also a time for inner growth and prosperity. You've risen to the occasion and can now look back on the choices you've made that have led to your state of knowing. How will you move up from here? Opportunities, gifts, or rewards may be closer than you think. So new opportunities, but needing to choose like a state of balance, someone that's at your level, reciprocal. That's the other thing. If you're asking yourself, so if you're asking for a reciprocal relationship, you know how I was saying before, notice what you're asking for. If you're asking for a reciprocal relationship, then it's like, okay, why do I want a reciprocal relationship? Well, because I've experienced relationships that haven't been reciprocal before. Well, was that the fault of the other person? Or how did you choose? Were you choosing somebody to heal? Were you choosing down and wanting to change them? You know, that's when we get into unreciprocal relationships, when we're choosing someone that isn't at our level. So it's something to look at, because that might be a big thing. I mean, you know, unreciprocal relationships and wanting a reciprocal relationship. When we ask ourselves, like, why didn't they reciprocate? Why didn't they love me? Why didn't they put as much into the relationship as I did? And the answer is because they didn't have as much to put into it. They never did. So why did you choose them in the first place? Why did you choose someone that didn't have as much, who wasn't at your level? Awakening, the aha card. We're getting a lot of ahas around this time. 20. Awakening. Awakening is the understanding of your inner divine intelligence. You can look back on the choices you've made and identify the lessons you've learned. Just what I was saying, right? With each step advancing toward your own spiritual growth. No more fears, no more doubts, no more self-judgment. This is a time of transformation. Through elevating your thoughts, speaking your truth, and connecting with the divine light which ignites your dreams is the beginning of profound changes. Yeah, when we learn about ourselves and why we chose the things that we chose and what we weren't looking out for, what we didn't notice about that person. And sometimes it can just be our self-esteem was pretty low, and so we thought that we didn't have as much to offer as we did. There's chicken cat looking at me. I'm going to let her in. From each stage of learning, you may find yourself at a crossroads on the verge of making an important leap forward. Hello. You come in? Yes, you do. Let's shut some of that sunshine out. It's a bit too much. Okay. So you find yourself at a crossroads, an important leap forward because of an aha that you have about choices that you made in the past and why you made them and how you're not going to make those same choices again. This also indicates that something that you've been accepting is finally getting closer. Anticipating, This also indicates that something you've been anticipating is finally getting closer. Closer in terms of what we think is close, or closer in terms of what the guides think is close, because the guides think something's about to happen, and they're meaning like next year, because they've been saying we're on the verge of it for a very long time now. Divine wisdom comes from relinquishing the negative feelings you've been harboring towards others or yourself. Yes, that. Stop being a victim to it, and then we realize how we chose it, why we chose it. Like I said, it can sometimes just be a lack of self-esteem. Has us choosing the wrong people. Holding on to guilt, fear, or resentment cannot serve you in any way and prevents you from connecting with your higher self. It's not that it prevents you from connecting with your higher self. It prevents you from empowering yourself and realizing why you did it. It's that victimhood mode, holding on to guilt, fear, or resentment. We haven't got the lessons if we've got that. We haven't figured it out yet if we've still got that within us. A time to release the old attachments and practice forgiveness. What am I resisting this time? I'm getting a feeling it's closer. Our new starts are closer than we think. Itchy knuckles. Ooh. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Oh, that looks like, what's her name? Can't remember. There's a tarot lady on YouTube. I can't remember what her channel name is. Anyway, Three of Swords. It looks like her. Three of Swords, heartbreak. The heartbreak we've been through. Yeah, one of my exes came up in my dream last night, and I need to look at that again. The one from a couple of years ago that my arch nemesis got between us both. I had told him a load of lies about me and had him believing it, and had him not coming to me to talk to me about it. It's more about my arch nemesis than it is about the ex, I think. Three of Swords. A more ominous card than most, the Three of Swords often reflects moments of loss, pain, betrayal, or heartache. Although the presence of these obstacles may feel overwhelming, very often a greater lesson will transform out of the darkness. From these experiences comes the clarity and potential to create new opportunities. How we face adversity can have a lifelong effect on our happiness and consciousness if we choose to habitually focus on the negativity. Isn't it interesting? You can tell when someone's had a hard life. You can tell on the face, like, by the people. Some people look like life has worn them down, right? But if you choose to heal, you can have had a hard life and it doesn't show on your face. People would never pick it. People would never guess. Isn't that interesting? Anyway. How we face adversity can have a lifelong effect on your happiness and consciousness, even on your health too, if we choose to habitually focus on negativity or positivity. Your innate strength and wisdom will emerge as you realize your full potential to grow and learn from past mistakes or challenges. You alone have the power to rise above the shadows and reach a higher state of being. More healing. Chicken wants to go out. In, out. Just make up your mind, chicken. Yeah, so a lot of these cards are saying the same thing, right? There's something in our past. We're close to getting into a new relationship, but we need to face something in the past. Nine of Wands, healing. Page of Crystals. Okay, the Nine of Wands. And then we're done. So if anyone wants a mini read, book it now, because we're coming to the close of this. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. The Wounded Healer card, when it comes to like coming to the end of a healing process, is the Nine of Wands to me. Your hard work and efforts are close to a state of completion. You have the inner strength, wisdom and perseverance to move forward. You've got everything it takes now. But a minor setback or obstacle may suddenly surface. Know that you're incredibly close, so it's important not to lose touch with your goals. Believe in yourself and your innate ability to achieve success. After this last challenge, you'll know what you're truly made of. Page of Crystals. Oh, I just opened it at the right page. Page of Crystals. Your ideas and plans are headed in the right direction, so it's important to maintain a focus on your goals and aspirations. Now is the time to make any concrete plans and to take action. The transition phase between dreams and reality, expansion, good news. So we've had two cards now about action, and I think that it's time to put yourself out there again. Yes, do the healing, but it's not like, we've not got Four of Swords energy here, which is it's time to lay low, be by yourself, heal and all that kind of thing. We've got the do that last bit of healing kind of thing and face it and take action. Time to put yourself out there. The Nine of Wands energy, it's not the start of a healing process. The Four of Swords is that, and we don't have that here. We have the Nine of Wands, which is like you're almost ready to move forward. So how can we tell if we're almost ready to move forward? Then we'll need to try and move forward and then face whatever comes up. It'll be past stuff that comes up for sure. The Page of Crystals, as a person, is a down-to-earth, kind-hearted and ambitious individual. They thrive to learn new things. They're extremely attentive to detail. More introverted than most. It's interesting. A lot of YouTubers were introverted. Anyway, something that I've noticed. They thrive to learn new things and are extremely attentive to detail. More introverted than most, the Page of Crystals feel the most at peace when they're immersed in nature. Their patience and calmness gives them a keen sense of clarity, which also prevents them from making hasty or impulsive decisions. A dedicated, determined personality. Sounds good to me. It's the start of something, the Page of Crystals as well. But it is definitely time to take action at the moment and move forward. So whatever that means to you with your love life, yes, something to heal, but now's not the time for just doing the healing work, just laying low and doing the healing work. And to put yourself out there and see what comes up. So that's what I've got for everybody. Now, keep an eye on my channel, because later I will be putting out a pick a card read that I record today, which will be the full Love Tarot spread. Don't forget to click like on this video before you click off as well. Don't forget to comment on all my videos as you watch them as well. That really helps my channel out. Thank you for doing that, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for those of you that booked in for the mini reads too. Any of them that are booked from now will be done in Wednesday's show. I'm going to be here on Wednesday. I'm going to do all three this week. Yay! So, have a good one, everybody. Thanks again for coming along. I hope you got something from that. And I'll see you on Wednesday. See you in 2 days' time.